I want to welcome you here today. I want to welcome you to an opportunity that has the potential to transform your life. Now, I'm not one for fancy promises or overnight miracles. What I am here to offer you is far more valuable, far more enduring. I'm here to talk to you about the limitless potential of the human mind and the path to unlocking the extraordinary power that lies within each and every one of us. You see, I grew up as a poor farm boy in Idaho. I wasn't particularly bright in school. Nothing about me suggested I was destined for anything special. But somewhere along the way, I became fascinated with the way the world worked, not just the physical world, but the world inside our heads. The way our thoughts, our beliefs, our attitudes shape the course of our lives. I read everything I could get my hands on. Philosophy, psychology, anything that could help me understand this grand mystery we call the mind. Along the way, I discovered an amazing truth. Our minds are not just the seat of our thoughts and memories. They are the engines of our entire lives. They determine our successes and our failures, our joys and our sorrows. Our minds hold the key to who and what we become. They are an untapped reservoir of possibility waiting to be unleashed. Now, some folks will say, Jim, some of us are just born smarter, born luckier. They tell you that you can't climb a mountain if you weren't born at the top. Well, I'm here to tell you they're wrong. Dead wrong. I have met people from all walks of life. I have met men and women who started with almost nothing, no money, no education, no special talents or skills. Yet they achieved incredible things, built incredible lives. How? It wasn't a stroke of luck or some miraculous gift. It was by harnessing the power of their minds, by changing their thinking, and in doing so, changing the whole course of their destiny. Think of the Micah garden. You wouldn't just toss a few random seeds into the ground and hope for the best, would you? No. You prepare the soil, you select the right seeds, you water and weed, you nurture those plants with care. Well, the same holds true for your mind. The right input, the right focus, the right mental discipline can lead to a bountiful harvest. A life well lived, filled with abundance, purpose, and joy. But without proper care, a garden becomes an overgrown tangle of weeds. Our mind, left untended, can become a breeding ground for negativity, doubt, and fear, limitations that hold us back from achieving our full potential. So how do we unlock this extraordinary power of the mind? How do we become limitless? It begins with an understanding that our minds are malleable. Our brains, like our muscles, change and adapt with the demands we place upon them. It means taking control of what and how we think. I'm going to share a story. When I was a young man, I worked with a fellow named Earl Showoff, a wealthy, successful entrepreneur who became my mentor. Earl taught me a lot, but there was one lesson that transformed my life. He said, Jim, if you want to be successful, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. I was puzzled at the time, but with time, it dawned on me what he meant. You see, most people work hard at their jobs. They master their skills. They try to get ahead. Yet few truly take the time to work on themselves, on their mindset, their beliefs, their capacity for greatness. And that is the key, my friends. Becoming limitless begins with the relentless pursuit of self-improvement, a never-ending commitment to expanding your understanding and raising your standards. It means challenging the assumptions you hold about yourself and your capabilities. It means stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. Now, this ain't always easy. Growth can be uncomfortable. It can force us to confront hard truths and to let go of the familiar, even if what's familiar is holding us back. But I promise you, the discomfort is worth it, because on the other side of discomfort, on the other side of challenge, lies extraordinary transformation. One crucial aspect of unlocking the power of your mind is what I call feeding your mind. You see, just like the body needs nutritious food to thrive, the mind needs nutritious thoughts. The information you take in, the stories you tell yourself, the words you speak, all of it shapes your internal landscape. Think about it this way. If you were to eat a diet of nothing but junk food, would you expect your body to be strong and healthy? Of course not. Yet many of us feed our minds a steady diet of negativity, self-doubt, and worry. We watch too much news, fixate on the problems, and constantly replay our failures. This is like mental poison, eroding our self-belief and dimming our potential. The solution? A mental diet change? Surround yourself with positive, inspiring content. Read books that uplift your spirit and expand your horizons. Seek out uplifting conversations and environments that encourage your growth. Cultivate the habit of seeking out information and ideas that challenge and inspire you, expanding your perspective and showing you new possibilities. Let me tell you, your environment matters more than you think. The people who surround you, the voices you let into your head, all can influence the type of person you are becoming. The company you keep can either lift you up or bring you down. Remember, eagles fly with eagles? Surround yourself with those who push you to be better, who see greatness in you, even when you struggle to see it in yourself. Now, feeding your mind is crucial, but it's not enough. You also need to learn how to master your mind. This is where the power of focus comes in. The mind is a magnificent tool, but it can also be unruly. Like a wild horse, it needs to be trained, to be directed, to learn to follow your command. You see, most people allow their minds to wander aimlessly, flitting from one thought to the next, as random as a fly buzzing around a room. We worry about the past, stress over the future, and constantly analyze everything around us. This scatterbrained approach wastes colossal amounts of mental energy. It saps our focus, our creativity, and our inner peace. Here's the things. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. If you always focus on the problems, that's what will grow. Focus on obstacles, and they seem insurmountable. Instead, cultivate the ability to direct your attention with laser-like precision. Choose the thoughts that serve you, the thoughts that empower you, the thoughts that align with your goals and aspirations. A powerful tool for mastering your mind is visualization. Our minds don't always distinguish vividly between reality and imagination. Use this to your advantage. Create detailed mental images of yourself achieving your goals, living your best life, overcoming challenges, and becoming the person you desire to be. When you do this consistently, with emotional intensity, it sends powerful signals to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious then works to make that vision a reality. Remember those stories I spoke of earlier? The ones we tell ourselves, they are more than just entertainment. Our self-talk forms the internal script that influences our choices, behavior, and ultimately, our destiny. If your script is filled with, I can't, I'm not good enough, or I'll never succeed, then don't be surprised if those become your reality. You need to become the author of a new story. One that is steeped in possibility, in strength, in relentless determination. A story where you are the hero, overcoming every obstacle, and seizing every opportunity life throws your way. Fill your mind with affirmations of your worth, your capability, and your unwavering determination to achieve your dreams. Repeat these affirmations with conviction, with feeling. Write them down. Post them where you see them every day. Here's the truth, friends. Your words hold power. When you change the way you talk to yourself, you change the trajectory of your entire life. Unlocking your limitless potential isn't just about what's going on inside your head. It's about what you choose to do with the power that you unlock. This is where the importance of goals comes into play. Goals are like a compass, pointing you in the direction of where you want to be. They give your life purpose, focus, and meaning. They transform your mind from a passive observer to an active creator, turning dreams into reality. You see, most people drift aimlessly through life, reacting to circumstances, rather than proactively shaping their future. The limitless person, on the other hand, sets clear targets for themselves, both large and small. They don't just hope for a better life, they architect a plan to create it. Now, setting goals is essential, but just having a goal isn't enough. You gotta have a burning desire behind that goal. Not just a wish or a whim, but a deep-seated longing that you feel in your gut. A burning desire that fuels your efforts, that makes you willing to get back up when life knocks you down. It's desire that transforms what's possible into what's inevitable. And here's another key aspect to setting goals that most people miss. They got to be accompanied by belief. I'm talking belief that goes deeper than just surface level optimism. I'm talking about a deep-seated conviction that you are capable of achieving them, a belief that no obstacle is too great to overcome. Doubt is like a virus that infects your mind, sabotaging your efforts before you even begin. You've got to cultivate the mindset of a champion, the unwavering certainty in your own abilities. When you couple a clear goal with a burning desire and an unshakable belief, well, that's when magic begins to happen. Now, my friends, this journey to becoming limitless, it won't always be a smooth ride. You'll encounter setbacks, you'll face adversity. That's simply part of life. But what separates the successful from the unsuccessful, the ordinary from the extraordinary, is how you respond to the challenges. Do you let them discourage you, knocking you off your path? Or do you see them as stepping stones, opportunities to learn and grow stronger? Resilience, my friends, that's the hallmark of the limitless mind. It's the ability to bounce back again and again, never allowing temporary defeats to derail your aspirations. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. Cultivate a warrior spirit, the spirit of a relentless fighter who refuses to stay down. This journey also requires a good dose of humility. Just because you embark on this path to becoming limitless doesn't mean you'll suddenly have it all figured out. Remember what Earl Schoaf taught me? Work harder on yourself than on your job. Be like a sponge, always soaking up new knowledge, always seeking out mentors who can guide your path. Remember, arrogance blinds us to our shortcomings, while humility opens the door to continuous growth. Furthermore, becoming limitless means not only focusing on your own growth, but also on the growth of others. True success, lasting fulfillment, comes not only from achieving your own dreams, but from having a positive impact on the world around you. Look for opportunities to serve, to lift others up, to share your gifts and talents. When you make a difference in someone else's life, you also make your own life richer, more meaningful. And finally, let me be very clear on this. Becoming limitless ain't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming ever better. It's about embracing continual progress, never being satisfied with stagnation. It's about striving each day to be a little better than the day before, to develop your talents, to expand your capacity, to become the most extraordinary version of yourself you can possibly be. The potential is there, my friends. It's always been there dormant, waiting for you to tap into it. So let today be the day you make a decision, a powerful declaress. My mind is limitless and I will become unstoppable. I will not only chase my dreams, I will catch them. The applause roared, a wave of appreciation washing over me. Faces young and old beamed back, their eyes sparkling with a newfound determination. I scanned the crowd, meeting the gaze of a young woman in the front row. Her expression mirrored the flicker of doubt I once held, the fear that greatness resided only in others, a distant land forever out of reach. But I saw something else too, a spark of defiance, a flicker of the same fire I'd ignited within myself years ago. And in that moment, I knew the torch had been passed. My words, like seeds scattered on fertile ground, had begun to sprout. The journey to limitlessness wouldn't be easy for her, or for any of them. There would be days shrouded in self-doubt, nights filled with the sting of failure. But within each of them, a power resided, a potential waiting to be unleashed. As the crowd thinned, a man approached, his weathered face etched with the lines of a life hard lived. "Jim," he rasped, his voice thick with emotion, "you gave me back a piece of myself I thought I'd lost." He spoke of a dream long abandoned, a flicker of ambition reignited by the embers of my words. In that moment, the true power of my message struck me. It wasn't just about individual journeys. It was about a collective awakening, a ripple effect spreading outwards, igniting a fire within countless hearts. Perhaps, I thought, together, we could rewrite the narrative, not just of our own lives, but of the world around us. Leaving the convention center, the city lights seemed to shimmer with renewed possibility. The honking taxis and bustling crowds, once a cacophony of daily life, now thrummed with an undercurrent of potential. Everywhere I looked, I saw stories waiting to be written, dreams waiting to take flight. My heart swelled with a deep sense of purpose, a fierce determination to keep spreading the message, to be a beacon on the path to limitlessness. The road ahead stretched long and winding, but I wouldn't walk it alone. For in the hearts of every person I touched, a kindred spirit resided, a fellow traveler embarked on this grand adventure. Together we were limitless. And so, my friends, let me ask you a question. Let me be blunt. Are you satisfied? Don't misunderstand me. Satisfaction and complacency are two very different things. Satisfaction lies in the knowledge that you've given your all, that you've pushed the boundaries of your own potential. Complacency, on the other hand, is settling for less, convincing yourself that good enough really is good enough. Now, I don't mean to shame you if you're facing struggles and hardships. Life throws curveballs. I know that all too well. But I dare you to ask yourself, even in your darkest hours, is there more within me waiting to break free? Is there a fire yet unlighted? A song yet unsung? A version of yourself yet to fully emerge? Because if there's even a flicker of that answer, a tiny yes whispering at the edge of your consciousness, then you owe it to yourself, you owe it to the world to fan that flame. Don't settle for a life half-lived when an extraordinary one is possible. The truth is, there's magic waiting to unfold. Think about human history. We've soared from horse-drawn carriages to rockets exploring the galaxy. We progressed from candlelight to the wonders of electricity and technology. That would have seemed like pure magic even a century ago. And I dare say the most astonishing advancements are yet to come. Now ask yourself, do you want to be a mere observer in this grand story of human potential, or do you want to play an active role? Do you want your name lost in the annals of time, or do you want to leave your mark, a legacy that echoes through generations to come? The choice, my friends, is entirely yours. There's no magic formula, no shortcut to becoming limitless. It demands hard work, relentless pursuit of growth, and the willingness to stumble and rise again, stronger than before. But let me assure you, the rewards are immeasurable. A life filled with meaning, with impact, with unwavering self-belief, that's the ultimate success. So, rise up, embrace the challenge, tap into the extraordinary power of your mind, become the architect of your destiny, the champion of your own life. The world awaits your unique contribution. What are you waiting for? Now, folks, some of you are probably thinking, Jim, this all sounds great in theory, but the real world is tough. Limits are everywhere. And let me tell you, you're right. We live in a world that sometimes seems designed to hold us back. There will be naysayers who try to extinguish your spark, skeptics who dismiss your dreams. You'll face setbacks, financial hardships, maybe even moments when your own mind plays tricks on you, whispering doubts and fears. But here's the secret, the key that separates those who merely exist from those who truly thrive. Your response defines you. Will you allow these external limits to become your internal limits? Will you shrink in the face of challenges, or will you rise above them? Let me tell you about a farmer I once knew. Man worked hard, sunrise to sunset, but he could barely feed his family. One year, a terrible drought hit. Crops withered, dust blew across his once fertile fields. Facing ruin, most folks would have given up, sold the farm, moved on. But not this farmer. Instead, he saw an opportunity in the midst of crisis. He dug deep, mortgaged everything he had, and built irrigation ditches. It was a gamble, a massive risk. Folks called him crazy, but he was driven by a vision, a belief that even in the desert, life could find a way to bloom. And you know what? The gamble paid off. Turns out there was enough water deep beneath the barren ground. Soon, his crops flourished even as others struggled. He didn't just survive. He prospered, turned that crisis into a triumph. So the next time you feel the weight of your limits, when the voices of doubt get loud, remember that farmer. Remember that within every challenge lies the seed of transformation. You may not be able to control all your circumstances, but you always have a choice in how you respond. Don't let limits dictate your reality. Turn them into fuel, into a burning desire to learn, to adapt, to find a way forward. And when you do, let me tell you, there's no obstacle too big to overcome. no mountain too high to climb. Remember, the most powerful limits you face are the ones you impose upon yourself. Break those chains, my friends. Dare to dream big and watch as a whole new world of possibility opens before your very eyes. And now, my friends, let's talk about that one inescapable truth, the relentless ticking of the clock we call time. Time is the great equalizer. Rich or poor, young or old, we all get the same 24 hours in each day. The question is, how are you going to spend yours? Too many folks drift through life, wasting precious hours on trivial pursuits, mindlessly consuming, aimlessly scrolling, and succumbing to the distractions that constantly pull at their attention. Then they wake up one day, years gone by, and wonder, where did it all go? And worse yet, they wonder, what might have been? Don't let that be your story. Treat your time like the precious, non-refundable resource it is. Make every minute count. Become fiercely protective of the hours of your day. Set clear priorities. Say no to that which doesn't serve your ultimate goals. Embrace the power of focus and eliminate the needless distractions that erode your precious time. Invest in yourself. Fill your day with activities that fuel your growth. Reading, learning, creating. Spend time with people who inspire and elevate you. Exercise your body as well as your mind. The two are inextricably linked. Pursue activities that bring you joy and light your spirit. Make every single day an investment in the person you're becoming. Listen, for you, I'm idle to understand. Time alone won't transform your life. It's what you do with it that matters. It's about intentionality, about living with conscious awareness, about making choices that align with the grand vision you hold for yourself. Don't wait for some distant someday to start living the life you truly desire. Someday may never come. Start now, even with small steps. Cultivate the discipline that turns good intentions into daily rituals, into habits that shape your destiny. Remember, the present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, the future yet uncertain. Embrace the now, seize the opportunity within each passing day. Make the most of the time you've been given, my friends. Build a legacy worth leaving behind, a life so full that regrets have nowhere to take root. So as you leave here today, let this question echo in your mind. If today were your last, would you be satisfied with how you lived it? If not, make tomorrow your masterpiece. You have the power, you have the time, and the world is waiting for what only you can bring to it. Become limitless. My friends, as we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with one final thought, a truth that cuts to the heart of what it means to be human. Your life is a story. Every day you write new chapters with your choices, your words, and your actions. Now the question is, who is the author of your story? Are you merely a passive observer, allowing external circumstances, the opinions of others, or self-limiting beliefs to dictate the narrative? Or are you seizing the pen, claiming your power as the architect of your own destiny? Don't underestimate the power of your self-talk. The stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of. Are they tales of triumph or tales of defeat? Do they propel you forward or chain you to the past? Choose your words carefully, for they become your world. Replace "I can't" with "I'm find a way." Swap "I'm not good enough" with "I'm learning and growing every day." Rewrite your internal script to align with the extraordinary person you're capable of becoming. But understand, a great story isn't just about individual achievements. True fulfillment comes from the impact you leave on the world. Look around you. Your family, your community, the strangers whose lives you touch, even in the smallest of ways. They are characters in your story, and you in theirs. Are you a source of light, of inspiration? Do you lift others up or bring them down? Do you use your gifts generously or hoard them in a fortress of self-interest? Make your story one of connection, of service, of leaving the world a little better than you found it. And when those challenging chapters inevitably come, the ones filled with loss, setbacks, or heartache, remember, even the greatest stories have conflict. It's how you face those moments, how you rise from the ashes, that will define your character and give your story depth and meaning. So, my friends, write a story worth telling. A story of courage, of resilience, of relentless pursuit of growth. Fill it with laughter, with love, with moments that take your breath away. Let your light shine brightly, casting long shadows of inspiration across the lives of others. The world awaits your unique chapter, written with bold conviction and an unwavering belief in the limitless potential that lies within. So pick up that pen, begin today, and write a story that will echo for generations to come. Thank you.